I mean, we're not sponsored, but we could be.
Yeah, right. They're like, we don't want to. You started this episode by talking about shitting yourself. You're not our demographic. Nobody listens to your show is gonna buy a new Honda. So.
Shawn Dick and Cheese.
Welcome back, Stamp Tramps, to Attempted Delivery. Feels like it's been a while.
I know. I don't know why. I can't imagine why. It feels like it's been like a month or something.
Right. Well, for those watching, this is a week sort of late. There was no episode last week.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Because this week, as we're recording, I've been dealing with the plague in my house.
You wish it was the plague.
In my stomach. Ugh. Good Lord. So I feel like the kid has been sick since the beginning of January.
Yeah.
So the kid's starting school. The wife started as principal at said school, both in the beginning of January, and both have been sick for like a month and a half, basically. Yeah. Maybe a week's time in there that they haven't been sick.
Yeah, it's rough.
They're just trading stuff back and forth. I've avoided most of it except the whatever the flu kind of thing was. Mm-hmm. That stuck with me for a few days, for quite a while. And then the kid started having like would be fine all day, and then would go to bed and start like throwing up in the morning. Like, and
it's so crazy. It's very unfortunate timing.
Yeah. And then like you'd get her all cleaned up and calm down, back in bed, and again, and you'd go through like 3-4 pairs of clothes a night. Like, it's like, good Lord. And I thought I was gonna miss it.
No, go ahead.
I thought it was gonna miss me, and then the other morning I woke up. And I was like, I feel a little funny. I should probably go to the bathroom. And so I stood up, took off my CPAP mask, BiPAP mask, whatever you want to call it, and just projectile vomit. Like immediately, like there was no controlling it. There was no stopping it. It was like The Exorcist. And I just like painted Kate's closet doors like on my side of the bed.
Yeah.
I just like, and so I was like, oh shit, well like, so I got up and then tried to run to the bathroom, and then the same thing happened in front of the door to like the bedroom hall and the hallway, like
right in the way too.
Oh yeah.
Can't leave that for later.
Yeah, and not to be too gross, but I haven't had a solid poop since.
Nice.
I've tried Imodium. I've been like trying to like cram corks of bread and rice like down my gullet, and just nothing is working. I think I'm on the tail end of it.
Yeah.
But,
tail end.
Well, yeah. Yeah, this week's been rough. Sorry to like gross everyone out immediately.
No, it's terrible.
But yeah. I mean, you dealt with a similar thing a few weeks ago. Like,
yeah, like the beginning of the year I got sick, which was, that was the one I got sick. I like forget already. This is why it feels like a month, because I forget what happened last week. So it's like I don't even know. I think like at the beginning of the year, right at the end, the last 5 days of my like holiday vacation, I got sick. Yeah, and I was like just mostly diarrhea and stuff. Which I got sick once and then diarrhea. I was like, well, this is weird.
Right.
And then I got sick again, and I can't remember how I got sick again. Oh, it was like a sore throat and stuff. It was just like whatever. It was a mild one.
Right.
Because it was I was like about to start fasting. It was a Monday. I was going to fast for like 3 days, 72 hours. And I felt like off immediately first thing in the morning. I'm like, all right, I guess I can't do that. That's a stupid idea.
Right.
So I ended up getting sick. Yeah, and then I'm like, all right, now I need to fast. I need to like get my shit together because clearly my immune system's compromised. So yeah, I actually just stopped fasting. I guess Sunday.
Word. Yeah, I fasted a few days there too, but it was involuntary.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm still like keto right now because I wanted to be like keto after I fasted for a little while. And yeah, I eat so much more when I'm keto. I thought it's supposed to be the other way around. They say that when you're not eating carbs, you're more satiated by like meat and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I'm like just famished all the time. I'm like starving all day. I don't know. I've been eating a ton of cheese. So much cheese, just fucking cubed cheese in the fridge. Because you can just eat as much of that as you want.
Right.
I've been fucking housing cheese. It's insane. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm kind of done with it. Like this year so far has just been like
shitting yourself.
basically. Yeah. Just stuff coming out of everywhere. Like it's just it's not fun. But
it's funny to have this conversation like this year. It's like February. It's like the end of February.
Like, haven't had a good fucking whole week since. I do want to shout out. I guess we're a couple weeks late. So sorry for the week with no episode. I'm sure you guys were heartbroken and wondering what happened to us. And that was on me. I couldn't.
It was on you. It was on.
It was
the
everywhere.
Floor. It was on that.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up was that. So I had to call out, and I recently had gotten a sort of write up. For lack of a better word, for attendance because she's been sick the whole so I had to keep calling off to take care of her or me or both.
Yeah, it's funny. You finally get childcare, and then she just gets sick and can't utilize it.
Well, they just have an infirmary at the school, since they're the cause of said issues.
Funny.
But I didn't go to a doctor because I know what happened. I fucking yacked everywhere. I don't need the doctor to. But for documentation, I took a picture of it and brought it in and I showed it to the supervisor. He's like, you didn't need to show me that. I was like, well, I didn't take a picture of the diarrhea. It's just the vomit all over my
It's always the worst. It's always, for me, anytime I end up calling off, it's the worst timing.
Right.
It's I don't know. It just always seemed to be when I was a sub, it was always like that too. And I would call off for something. It's we were down 27 routes. It's oh, great. It always just the worst timing. Mm-hmm. And we just got the mail, if we're not gonna get into it, but the mail was all messed up the previous day. Right. So it was it was so unfortunate.
I'm sure everyone was oh, of course he called out because
yeah.
But I would not have called out for a few extra trays of mail.
Yeah.
It would have been annoying and I would have bitched about it, but I still would have done it. You know what I mean? Stuff I wouldn't call out over that, but so it's been a fun few days. Because we did miss a week, I was gonna bring it up last week, but this week, Legends dropping. So we talked about Catherine O'Hara, and then Robert Duvall died.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've seen. I probably have seen his movies.
You know who he is. Well, you say you like The Godfather. He was Tom Hagen in The Godfather.
Okay.
He was the white Corleone.
Yeah.
I never read the book.
There's a book.
You're fucking with me, right?
I vaguely do. I'm half fucking with you.
The movie was made from the book or based on the books. But I did listen to the audiobook of The Family Corleone, which was kind of a sequel that was written not fully by the original author, but anyway, without getting into the thing, they gave a backstory that Tom was adopted. He's actually Irish. He's not Italian. He's not an actual.
Isn't that not? That's not common, right? They wouldn't normally let somebody who's not.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't be a maid member.
Ah, gotcha.
An actual member. He's an associate.
Yeah.
Or he essentially was Vito's consigliere, which is kind of a
sponsor. Sponsor.
More of an advisor.
Gotcha. Okay. See.
If you ever end up watching Sopranos, Silvio is Tony's.
Okay.
So close friend, so who kind of helps advise and
kind of
strategize.
Almost.
Not so much that, kind of. I'm trying to think of the better word.
An assistant or a manager.
Strategist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Advisor.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? In The Godfather, they called him his lawyer.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
So,
what's it called? It probably wouldn't.
This is what's going on. You could do this. Maybe you could try this. He would, if some of the guys had issues, he could bring it to them and he would actually, listen to them.
Yeah.
This is what's going on in the ranks. You know what I mean? It's all very but yeah, Robert Duvall. So he was Tom Hagen in The Godfather, but he was also in Falling Down, movie where Michael Douglas loses his shit and like terrorizes the whole town.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
It's a fucking awesome movie. But Robert Duvall is the guy, like the cop who's trying to chase him down.
Yeah.
And stop him.
Yeah, it really sucks. I probably would have seen all these if I was like your age or whatever. You know what I mean? Well, because like I had so many video games that I was obsessed with.
Right.
So it's just like really it would have just been film.
I did too. I don't know.
Yeah, but video games were better for me. Like you had Mario and shit. Didn't have a super in-depth storyline.
Yeah.
I was watching like ever since I played video games.
Right.
Mostly. They've had like incredible stories. So it's like, you know what I mean? I had that to replay 75 times rather than watch a movie over and over again.
Word.
Which I still did, but just when I was younger, it had more time. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just all the rom-coms, not...
Yeah. I did watch those a lot. I watched whatever I had access to on TV.
Fair enough. I actually didn't really realize, but he actually... Lori may remember this. He was actually Boo Radley in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, okay. I've seen that movie
with Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
And like, so
Luckily, they showed it in school, but yeah, I have seen that. That was a good movie. Yeah.
But yeah, he was actually Boo Radley. I don't know if it was his first role, but it was a pretty early role. I didn't really realize, so I was reading that article because I haven't seen that movie since school. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out Robert Duvall.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't shocking. He was old.
Yeah,
but
well,
sucks,
unlike what's his name, Dawson.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, died of colon cancer, like 40 something. That's
now
sucks.
something tells me you might have been a Dawson's Creek.
No, I never seen it.
No, me neither.
No, I've seen. He was Robin's boyfriend in How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
Simon. He was like the Canadian. Is he Canadian?
Maybe.
Yeah, he was Canadian in that show, and he was like her boyfriend. I'm trying to think of what else he was in. He was in other like stuff here and there.
Yeah.
People like that, it sucks because it's like seems like they had a really dope career where it's like they had like a good few roles and then they got to like relax and just do whatever they want. It seems like.
Yeah, I want to say, wasn't he in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back like as himself, right?
Yeah.
Am I making that up?
Yeah, I think you're right. It's been that was like one of my. That's a movie. That's how I can't even remember movies. I've seen that movie like at least, not even exaggerating, probably close to like 30 times. That was like my favorite movie. Like I had a couple friends that we would watch that movie over and over again with, which is insane because it's like not that. It's not like
It's like one of my least favorite Kevin Smith movies.
it was my favorite just because I think I had it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like just watched it over and over again. But yeah, that one. Yeah. He was in that. I think. Yeah. Because then like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon played themselves in that movie too.
Right.
That fourth wall shit is so funny. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to think. My year's been fun. Fucking yeah. I guess last time it was just I guess last time I was talking about that Nissan that I bought.
Ah, yes.
Don't own that anymore. That was a fucking nightmare. So I got that Nissan, and I kind of expected it. I paid like nothing for it. It was real cheap. And I just needed another car, like something else, because the Tahoe's like transmission's going out. So I got that car. And I expected to I was like, all right, I think I'm probably gonna have to put like $1,000 into this thing in the near future. Like it is what it is. It's a used car. It's old.
Right.
And I took it to my mechanic, and they called me, and they were like, "Do you want me to read this?" They were like, he literally said,
"Sir, are you sitting down?"
Yeah. He's like, hopefully not in the car now. He's like, do you want me to like waste my time reading this? I'm like, all right, well, I need to know, you know what I mean? Yes, please. Like, I'll just tell me what's wrong with it. I actually have it here. So, so I knew it needed, so I replaced the throttle position sensor, or I didn't replace it. I was going to replace it, but it was missing a bolt. Mm-hmm. And this thing called a throttle position sensor, it has to be in like literally the perfect position or else it doesn't function correctly. Mm-hmm. It's a weird thing that they like to do in new cars where they have sensors for no reason, never needed them before. Now they want to put like 9,000 electrical parts in every vehicle and they just break and then the car sucks. It's like, it's wonderful what they do. I don't know why they need sensors, but
It's like choking during sex, a throttle position. Sorry, go ahead.
that's what it felt like. It felt like I was getting choked during some sort of sex. But yeah, so it's those code, it's an O2 sensor, which is a normal thing for like older cars.
The point is, you bought it knowing you would need to do some work. You knew you weren't buying something perfect, but
exactly.
You weren't expecting.
No, I wasn't expecting. One, I looked under the car. I didn't see that much rust.
Mm-hmm.
There was way more rust than I could see from laying underneath the car. There was a hole in like the control arm, a rust hole. Parking brake doesn't work. It had an exhaust leak. It had a gas leak. The frame was rusty. The car was after like if it sat for 3 days, it wouldn't start. So it had a parasitic drain or something. What else? The brakes were like pulsing. So I had a
parasitic drain this week. sorry, go ahead.
Gee, I'll take that parasitic drain. That's cheaper. You save money on food. So the first step for that would have been like front rotors for the brakes. So it's like rotors aren't that cheap. Mm-hmm. The front sway bar bracket rusty. This part I don't know what it is, broken. Wires sitting on the exhaust for some reason. The license plate light didn't work. Then I broke the cap for it, the thing that like covers the light. So I needed to replace that at some point. Exhaust hanger's broken. Fuel filter does not have bracket. Air condition dye all over the compressor. So they must have like tested the air condition and with like fluid or whatever. Steering, and then on the bottom it says steering is tight. Like, oh, thanks, thank you for pointing out that very minute detail that didn't even need tacked onto this. So yeah, and I'm now the owner of a 2025 Honda Civic because I'm like, I can't sell this. I mean, if I try to sell it, nobody in their right mind would pay more than $500 for this car. I mean,
unless they're you. I'm just fucking.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I basically got fucked.
Right.
And then I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I'm like, I don't want a car payment, but I don't have one right now. So I'm like, I can't sell this in good faith to somebody. It might take forever, and then I'm gonna get tire kickers. Like, well, I'll give you. I'm like, let me just take it to a deal. I'm just gonna get a car loan.
Right.
So I give up.
So you still had the Mustang too?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had the Mustang and the Civic.
Yeah, I traded in the Xterra because I'm like, I don't feel bad giving it to a dealer because they're just gonna take it to auction.
I don't know if you ended up trading both.
No. So I just took it to the dealer. They gave me $1,000 for it. I'm like, just get it. It's fine.
Right.
It's fine. It was between that, like a Toyota and a Honda, because I'm like, I'm going reliable. Yeah. I don't want any problems. I don't want no problems with anybody. I just want something that's gonna like, I won't even have to think about replacing anything for quite some time. I went and test drove. I went to a dealer that had a Corolla and a Civic. I test drove the Civic, immediately knew I was going home with that. Mm-hmm. But I test drove the Toyota anyway. I drove that like around the block. And I'm like, nah, we can go back. I'm going to get that Civic. Okay. So yeah, I ended up getting that. I'm sitting there waiting. They're doing like the paperwork, and they're like, Lori's name was on the Xterra because I couldn't get logged into my insurance when I bought it. So she could. So I'm like, yeah, put her on it. I don't care. And so they're like, yeah, if you want to go pick her up. I was actually hoping she could come. I was terrified that this car was going to explode because like it was fine. I mean, it ran. That's the thing. I drove it around in the snow. I mean, it drove great. But that rust, man, it's like, this is like a time bomb. And it's probably won't there. I know my mechanic wasn't going to inspect it next year. Right. So it was like I can hold on to it for a year till the inspection runs out. But then the emissions, it didn't have an emission sticker because it came from Adams County. They don't need emissions. So it only had one sticker on it. So I'm like, great, now I'm going to get pulled over. And you got like 10 days to get an emission sticker. Right. So yeah, and I'm like, can she just come here? And they're like, no, yeah, you have time. And I'm like, that's not what I'm worried about, but okay, I'll go pick her. So I went and got her, and then, yeah, so I'm not going to have to replace shit for like the next 10 years. It's a 2025 with 12,000 miles on it.
That's sick. Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, I don't have shit to worry about for
Yeah, it would be hard to get me to buy anything but a Honda. I mean, we're not sponsored, but we could be.
Yeah, right. They're like, we don't want to. You started this episode by talking about shitting yourself. You're not our demographic. Nobody listens to your show is gonna buy a new Honda. So,
but yeah, both our cars are Honda, and like, of course, they have like some issues, but like considering the age and the mileage and stuff, like they're just reliable.
yeah,
like
there's the shit. Yeah, I like it a lot. It has a lot of like not as many new fancy. I mean, I got the base. I got the cheapest one I could get. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to pay for anything, so I just got the cheapest one I could get. And yeah, it doesn't have as many fancy. It has like some really fancy shit. Doesn't even have like keyless entry. Where like, you walk up and they're like the keys in your pocket and it just unlocks when you put your hand on the door. Doesn't even do that, which I've had older cars.
I would say 2025, it would almost be standard.
I thought so too, but
I mean, my newest car is a 2015, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I had a 2014 Taurus. Now it was a SHO, so it was like the top of the line one. And it had more bells and whistles, but then it has some shit like it has automatic high beams. Which they turn on if it's a dark road. Yeah, it is kind of sick. And guess what I've realized? Every once in a while, I'll be driving and I see fucking really bright lights behind me or coming towards me, and then they shut off. And I'm like, really? You couldn't turn your high beams off? Like, come on, fucker. I know you saw my lights. Right. That's what it is.
It's probably automatic.
They have the automatic ones, and it's slightly delayed when they shut off. I'm trying to think of the other cool shit it has. It doesn't have, like I said, it only has really cool shit and then nothing. It's interesting. It's really, because I think it's just because
it sounds like a window crank.
No, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. I don't even mind shit like that because the Tahoe's windows aren't really going down very good. And it's like, I wish they had the cranks because then I wouldn't have nothing to worry about.
Right.
But it has like a camera, and I think I finally realized I should look it up actually, I might sound ignorant, but it has a camera in the windshield. And that's, I think, how it detects the high beams. But also on the dashboard, it will tell me the speed limit. And I thought it was using GPS. And then I realized it doesn't even have navigation, I don't think. And then I realized it's that camera. It can fucking see the speed limit signs.
Oh, wow.
And it'll pop up a little 35 speed limit sign. And the reason I'm pretty sure I should have looked this up. I mean, watch, this isn't even true. And I'm just saying this, but like, I've noticed that it switches the speed limit exactly when I pass the speed limit sign. And I'm like, oh shit, it's reading the speed limit on the sign, and then when I pass the sign, it flips to 40 or whatever. Oh, wow. Like it'll be 35, and then I pass a 40 sign, and as soon as I pass that sign, it turns to 40 on the dashboard. I'm like, that's pretty sick. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm very happy with it. It's really, really nice car, but didn't want to pay for it. I didn't want a payment, but luckily the Mustang's paid off, so it's like fine.
Right.
But I wanted to save money. That's why I bought a 2001 Nissan that was falling apart, but that backfired pretty quickly. Luckily, I mean, it sucks because I lost money, but I just got my tax return, so I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna not even think about this.
Right.
Just gonna not think about the fact that I just lost like money for no reason. I could have
think of everything you're saving though, without like doing all the car repairs that you would have done over the next.
I know. I try not to dwell on shit, but think about the money I would have saved if I just would have got the new Honda instead of getting the Nissan. You know what I mean? But whatever. It's fine now. Everything's fine.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned high beams. This is gonna be a roundabout way to get there, but so the kid is obsessed with Gabby's Dollhouse. And we even took her to see the movie.
That's right.
In the movie theater. She loves the show. There's a new season coming out in a couple weeks, which I'm glad because, like, yeah, those songs just play in my head on repeat, like all day, every day.
Yeah, I feel for you.
But there was at American Music Theater in Lancaster, they had Gabby's Dollhouse live.
Oh hell yeah!
So the wife got tickets like a month or two ago for it. It was last week, and we took the kid, and she was like, it almost brought a tear to my like how like joyful she was. You know what I mean? Like it faded, like she got, by the end of it, she was like overwhelmed and like crying. It was just like too much.
Yeah.
A lot of like strobe lights and stuff like that. And they were selling these bubble machines that also had like strobe, like rainbow lights. And there was no way to control the lights. It was either like epilepsy in your face, like causing type, like, or nothing at all. So it was very
stimulating.
Yeah.
Overstimulating. Yeah.
So she just kind of like, by the end, she lost it. But it was kind of weird. It wasn't like, I didn't know what to expect. It was not people in full costumes. Mm-hmm. The actors would come out and have like puppets about like half of their size. And they were just kind of like holding it and wielding it. And they were like, the mouths moved, but like you could see them behind singing and talking and all the things.
It's almost cool that way because I mean, maybe I'm over thinking this, but like it's almost kind of cool that way because it's like it creates that like separation where it's like, all right, they're not the thing. This is just like an homage to that. Like, does that make sense? Like, it's not like ruining Santa or something.
Right. Well, I also think too that
I always think that at like Disney and shit. It's like you go there, it's like, aren't they gonna like realize that that's not real? Like you almost want to like this is just a fun, I'm Mickey. Like it's not actually Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey. Like this is like a Mickey Mouse thing. I don't know if like little kids even discern the difference, but I know like some kids can get scared of people like in full costume. Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know if it's partly that too.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm like thinking. It might be better that way rather than.
Because my family always just tells this story of one of my brother's like earliest birthday parties. They thought it'd be a good idea. They had like one of my dad's friends dress as a Big Bird.
Sure, yeah.
And like just huge, tall birds like coming. All the kids just scattered and ran like for their lives.
Have you seen the dog ones? Where like somebody will dress up as their dog's favorite toy. That one's adorable. And they probably do. I mean, God knows what they think. They're fucking like, what?
But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Kate made a good point. Like I think it's actually like a music venue versus like a stage show kind of thing. This was more like a musical play stage show. Like there was a story. So it felt like some of their like timing and pitch was off, but I think they were having trouble like hearing.
How you think?
Yeah. But I mean, I'm picking apart a fucking like kids thing, but I don't think it was necessarily like that they were bad performers.
You're fucking 3 out of 10. Terrible performance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's on the performance. I think they couldn't like the monitoring. It was rough, so they probably couldn't hear properly. But anyway, so she kind of melted down, and we kind of bounced during like, okay, they're kind of wrapping it up here. Like we just got out of there. And the reason I was bringing this up was when you mentioned high beams, that I showed a new level of pettiness as we were leaving. So the parking lot, they like guided everybody in and got everyone parked, and then leaving, we were just like sitting forever. Like almost like it was Hershey Stadium. I was like, this place isn't that huge. But we were like pretty deep in the parking lot, and I guess they were trying to do it in some kind of orderly fashion. But we were like sitting forever, and like she was melting down, and like I'm sure everyone had kids that were melting down and tired and sugared up or sugar crashing. And so when things finally kind of started moving, there was multiple lanes trying to get into like funnel to get out. And what do good, common, decent people do in that situation?
You see that somebody else has been waiting and you let them go. And then
but you take turns, right?
Yep.
You one. So we finally like get our chance, and I let one person in. Mm-hmm. And then what should have happened is like I should have gone, then the person behind me shouldn't let this person in. But no. This selfish country star just like tailgated behind the person that I let in and like cut me off.
Yeah.
And then I swung behind her and I was like, okay, cool. Enjoy my high beams for the next 20 minutes. I just put them on right behind her and just left them on the entire time we were sitting. And Kate was like, I can't believe you. Like, you're so petty. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
eye for an eye.
Yeah.
And now you can't see.
Right.
That stuff is maddening. Yeah. I thought you were going to say you pulled a Pittsburgh. I thought you were going to give me a shot because they always call that a Pittsburgh turn when you're at a light and you're making a left. Like if you're making a left and the light turns green and you fucking go and you don't have the right of way because you're making left, but you fucking go first anyway.
They do that shit a lot around here.
I always heard that called a Pittsburgh because of the stadium. I'm assuming leaving the Pittsburgh stadium, which I don't know if that's particular, like if it's worse than other stadiums. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about concerts. Right. Just the size of it, just leaving. I remember once me and my friend went to see Iron Maiden in Virginia, and I guess we picked the worst place to park because the way the parking lot was, it was like there was a main vein or whatever. Everybody could get out that way, but I fucking parked in like the front little like divot of this parking lot. Dude, we sat. I mean, there was no going. There was literally no going. Everybody else was at like the back end, but we had to leave. We had to go further away from the exit to get in that main like runway, and we sat. I mean, it was at least 30 minutes. There's no way it was less than 30 minutes. It felt like an eternity, and we both had like some beers, so it was like we both had to piss like crazy. I'm like, dude. I was in the driver's seat just waiting. We pissed in bottles in the seat. There was nothing else we could do besides get out where all these headlights are looking at us. You know what I mean? There was nothing we could do. It was just like, bro, don't look at my dick. Fucking, I'm just like, it was the worst. Yeah, that was miserable. That was the most. I think that was probably the most I've ever had to pee in a situation like that. I will never forget that concert.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good there because all the little kids in the cars around.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. It's like we just came out of this thing where it's like all like the whole thing about this story was like the rainbow broke apart and they had to go around finding the different colors to put the rainbow back together.
For togetherness, it's all, like,
and friends and like sharing and inclusivity and like all the things and like you got you got
the bitch Teletubby over here. Fucking that's my name.
Which is fun. Like, and I don't know if it's just my dumb brain or twisted brain or if like. They sneak this kind of stuff in to kids programs. It's like, well, there's already a character named Baby Box. And it's like that could have been any other name, any other name. It's
probably just to make you guys laugh.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's like so every character is like a thing. Baby Box is like the crafty one, so it's like a cardboard box. So she makes fair. Like, but. Yeah, he could have come up with a better name than that. But then
who produced this? Jeffrey Epstein.
So one of the colors that they had to find them in different places. One of them was underwater, and it was in this clam with a pearl, and the pearl was the color. So they had to capture the pearl to get the color. And but the clam wouldn't open up. So what did they have to do?
Buy it flowers.
No, even worse. They had to blow bubbles at the clam to tickle the clam. Tickle the clam to open it up. I'm like, come the fuck on.
Dude, that's awesome.
What are we doing here?
That can't be intentional. Or that's got to be intentional.
I'm like, okay, calm down. Like, that's how we solve the problems, is tickling the clam.
We can't seem to find the pearl. It's nowhere to be found. The clams seem to give up.
Yeah, usually you have to give the clam a pearl and then she'll let you tickle it. But anyway, just shit like that. I'm like, come on, calm down, people.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Not that I watch a lot of children's programs, but I have a feeling.
It'd be weird if you did.
It's true. I feel like if I went back and watched some of the old, I wonder if Scooby-Doo has stuff like that. That was always one of my favorites.
Yeah, I loved Scooby-Doo too.
Yeah, I feel like I watched that probably not late enough to catch all that. You know, if there was stuff like that in Scooby-Doo. Man, Scooby-Doo's solid. Scooby-Doo's one of those good ones. I'm trying to think of the other like I know that like people say that like I never liked SpongeBob, but apparently that has some like some like adult humor just like built in like a little bit.
I can't get into SpongeBob.
I always hated it.
I turned it on one day. I was like, I don't know, maybe she'll be into this in like 10 minutes. It was just like,
Yeah, even BB's too
gags.
smart for.
yeah, she wasn't into it. I was like, I didn't even want her to be watching. I was like, there's
Yeah.
nothing redeeming about this at all. Like,
Yeah.
not that everything has to be redeeming, but there was like nothing.
Yeah,
It wasn't even like interesting to watch.
yeah, that tracks.
What else was I going to say?
I was gonna say, did you see? Speaking of like events or whatever, sporting events and shit, did you see the NFL? I saw. I don't know how much
I
they're gonna
did see this.
that they are. I want to make sure I get that they want to be able to have penalties for non-football acts.
Oh, no, I did not. I thought you were going to bring up something completely different.
So yeah, I want to make sure I get this right. So like non-football acts. So like they want to be able to, I guess, penalize stuff like punches and shit like that they miss during the game. And I'm like, I kind of agree, but if you want people to stop thinking it's rigged, you better show those penalties. You know what I mean? Like if somebody punches somebody off and they don't catch it at first, and then somebody in New York's like, hey, throw a flag for that after it happens, you better show the penalty. Because that drives me crazy especially when your team gets penalized and you're like, oh, I know what you're talking about now. When your team gets penalized and they're like, yeah, well, whatever, 15 yards. And it's like, where was it? You got to show this. It drives me crazy. It's like, we have time. Show the penalty.
What I don't understand is why is there not already a team of officials that like are able to see what we're seeing and like from above, like with the screens and like that are part of the officiating team. But like if the announcers in the booth are hearing it and we're all watching it at home and we see it, and the rest of them are like, well, I don't know.
They need to clean that type of shit up. And then like they call it like also non-football moves. Let's call it something else like like unaddressed, unsportsmanlike conduct. Like, is that fair? Like, because when you say non-football moves, all I picture is them throwing a flag and be like, number 27 for the elevator, like, like shit like that. It's like non-football moves to me. Just like my mind goes to like off-field stuff. Just in the middle of the game, they flag somebody like, hey, he beat his wife. That's gonna be 15-yard penalty. Like. Automatic first down. Like, I don't know. It's just like funny to me to call it non-football. I know what they're doing, and honestly, I'm for whatever makes the game clean. Because I don't like that shit either. I want to like win. Speaking of, I want to win fair and square. But I'm assuming you're going to bring up that Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. I just saw the headline, but I thought that's what you were going to bring up. Yeah, I didn't even
look into it because I like already agree with the
But it's also like what are they going to do? They're not going to replay the last half of the season.
Exactly. Yeah. you know? Not that it might like it wasn't in the most integral game whatever, either way. Right. It wasn't in the most important game because it's not like both our teams lost the season on their own.
Right.
So it's not, it's not like the best team in the NFL got screwed, but
if that kind of exact same thing happens in a championship game or something, like,
that stuff definitely needs to stop for sure. But I don't even know why they're even. I feel like in the off season they just bring shit like this up to get people to garner interest, which is like, I don't think you guys got to like just stop talking about the NFL for like make us miss it. Don't keep. I don't know. I know how the internet works, but and they also don't. They're bringing that up, but then like I know a bunch of Steelers fans were like, well, what about this? And it was like a play. I think it was in the previous game or in a few games before that. It was like the same situation. Oh no, it was in the one. Excuse me. I think it was in the playoffs a few years ago where it was the exact same thing. Caught the ball, made what everybody would consider a football move in the end zone, and then they bring it back. I think it was against the Patriots or something. Which I think it was against the Patriots like years ago. But it's like the same thing. It's like that should not be happening at all. Like, none of these should be happening. When the announcers are like, I don't know about that, Gene. And he's like, that's not good.
I can see it all the way from New York, and they can't see it right in front of them. Nor can anybody do anything about it.
They got to clean that shit up. Slightly related. You know that they're doing the UFL or whatever? I was like, oh, maybe I'll get into the UFL. It's off-season football. Maybe I'll root for a team, go to a game. It's got to be cheap, right? There's like 8 UFL teams. That's it, 8. There, and it's like the closest one is like in Washington. Like, well, I'm not going to DC to watch the UFL. That's insane. And then I think the next closest is like Cleveland. The next team. I was like, I thought like maybe the same markets would have a UFL
DC's not
team.
crazy far.
No, but it's a pain in the ass to go in that city.
Yeah.
Not that Pittsburgh's that great, but I don't know. I just like I didn't realize there was only because it's new. They like combined the leagues. There's only 8 teams. I'm like, that sounds boring. You know what I mean?
I could see that though, like starting small to even see if there's an interest and then expanding. You know, what I mean?
suppose,
'Cause I think
yeah.
the actual NFL did the same thing. Like, and
I guess
hockey
so.
did that. I think there was only X number of teams.
Do you
like,
remember that when the when the NFL was founded back in your day?
You know, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
No. Yeah, it's yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, fucking 8? That's doesn't I don't know the rest of the like, you know, how that works, but I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not even gonna go because I'm not going that far to watch that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Speaking of the kid, had another awesome kid moment. Not to be all gushy, but it is pretty wild to like experience, like come home and just have somebody go like, "Daddy," and come and run and like hug you. Like, I mean, I guess you sort of get that with the dog.
Yes, I do.
It'd be kind of weird if Lori's kids did that to you. Like,
Be very weird.
but yeah, it is pretty awesome in a way that I didn't like expect. I don't know, but I had an awesome moment, just me and her, where I was trying to give the wife like some autonomous time. So I actually took her, like went to the store, had to run some errands and that kind of thing. And I was like, I don't know, this could either be a disaster or it could be good. She does pretty well when we take her out to like a restaurant.
Yeah.
If we're there too long, she'll kind of get like stir crazy and try and climb out and trying to leave and that kind of thing. But for the most part, she kind of goes with the program and just chills. And we have taken her to Wild Ginger before, but I actually ended up taking her to Wild Ginger. It's my favorite sushi Japanese place around in York. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
It was like lunchtime. They do like lunch specials and all that kind of thing. So I took her in. I sat in a booth and sat her on the inside so she couldn't escape and got it, rather than the high chair, got them to give me a booster seat. And I know she likes miso soup. So I got her miso soup. I didn't know really what else to get her. I got a plate of just like veggie lo mein because she kind of like noodles she's hit or miss with. Sometimes she'll be all about it and other times she'll just throw it back at you.
No, nothing like you.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll eat most all noodles.
That's what I mean.
She had some of that, but like the waitress thought it was so cute because the miso soup came, and then I had forethought and brought one of her like sippy cups,
Nice,
and just put the broth in. She doesn't really do the seaweed or the tofu, but she just likes the broth basically. So I put that in the sippy cup, and she was like, "Oh my god!" Like, she thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
I got some nervous looks when it was just me walking in with this little kid, like, and these people were just like eating lunch. Like, oh God, you brought a kid in. Like I felt that kind of energy, but she was so cool and chill. I brought a couple toys, a couple books, and just kind of kept her busy. And I was able to eat while she was eating too. I was like, just bring everything out at once.
That's the best thing because it's
like,
cold.
Yeah.
It won't get cold if you have to like entertain her or whatever. You just eat piece by piece or whatever. It's actually a perfect.
But yeah, it was happily we made it through it, like pretty chill. And I was like, hell yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Like to be able to just go at 2 years old, to be able to just go sit down at a sushi place, it was cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Some kids are nightmares and that would not happen.
Yeah.
To be like running up and down the aisles and shit. But,
yeah. Well, that's coming. So
true.
You'll see. Time will tell on that one.
What else we got going on?
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to say this. So, I just went and got Resident Evil Requiem. The new Resident Evil game just came out, and I saw this article, and I know it's petty. So I'm going to be like you for a minute. I know it's petty, but I saw that they're going to... the term that they used was sunsetting the Xbox. And which sounds like you killed your ex-wife. But no, they're going like Microsoft is from what I gathered, and I don't know if it's true exactly just yet, but it seems like they're going to be kind of discontinuing the Xbox and just focusing on like PC shit or whatever, which makes me ecstatic because I am very petty and PlayStation has officially won. Fuck you guys. Fuck everybody who gave me shit when I was in 5th grade for having a PlayStation 3. They can all suck my dick. We won the console war. I do not want peace. A lot of people were like, this means it's finally, you know, all these games are available for every system. The console war is over. No, fuck you. PlayStation won the console war. We won. Go fuck yourself. I don't care. I'm so happy. It makes me so happy. It's the most petty thing about me is my hatred of the Xbox. I liked the Xbox when it came out, but I got roasted so hard for having a PlayStation. So many people, I had like 2 friends with PlayStations. Everybody else had an Xbox. I couldn't play with anybody. I had to play with fucking strangers in Australia that played the PlayStation. And finally, we've won. I hate all of you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it because Halo is getting remade, coming out for PlayStation. What else? I wrote it down. Fable. I don't know if you ever played Fable. It's like an RPG that was like really cool for Xbox. It was for the first Xbox. I had it. It's a really cool game where like RPG where you could like be evil or good and it would like change your game as you played. It's kind of ahead of its time, I feel like. I'm sure people that play PC are like, dude, there was like 1,000 games like that.
Right.
But I'm a console baby. And so Fable is going to be made for the PlayStation. What else? There was another one. Oh, Forza, a really good racing game that was always better for Xbox than like the Gran Turismo for PlayStation. For Forza's coming out for PlayStation. We won. We won the console war.
I wonder if you'll get any of the Gears of War games. Did you ever play any of those?
Maybe. They were fun.
They were good.
Yeah, I never owned any because I never had it came out for 360.
Right.
So but they were really fun to play with friends.
I played a lot of those, that with my friend John.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they probably will. They probably will remake that at some point. I think they are remaking it and it'll probably come out for the PlayStation. We won. There's like a lot of good games coming out in 2026. There's like a Wolverine. I don't even really care about Marvel, but there's like a badass looking Wolverine game that's coming out in 2026. There's like a new 007 game coming out. I don't even care about Grand Theft Auto. That shit can never come out as far as I'm concerned.
It sounds like it might not. Well, on my horizon, I have the Gabby's Dollhouse Nintendo Switch game that I'm going to show my kid. I gave it to her for Christmas, and that's going to be my gaming. The extent of mine.
I bought. Did you ever play Skyrim?
No, I know of it, but
it's
never
a very expansive RPG game. I just bought that for which I didn't even realize. This might transition to the it was I bought it for Lori. Actually, kind of. We celebrated Valentine's Day on Sunday. I know you said so did you. We kind of celebrated the day after because I had a show on Valentine's Day, and I didn't even realize until like a few days ago that I bought her that game on Valentine's Day, kind of. So I was like, man, I could have taken credit for a Valentine's Day gift. I didn't even take. I just bought her Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch.
And she plays?
She started playing.
Nice.
She hasn't been like up to date with games, so she really struggles with the.
So I'm gonna leave that one alone too, because I'm a gentleman.
Well, it's funny because she's probably played more. Like she loved like Ratchet and Clank and stuff for PlayStations. So but she's not great with double joysticks. Because she kind of like stopped playing around the time where like shit was getting better.
No threesomes. Sorry.
2 joysticks. Gross. It would not. I'm not interested in a threesome, especially not with 2 joysticks. We're going fucking original Atari or whatever. Is that the one with the one? Was the Atari the one with the 1 joystick? I wanted to make the joke, but I'm like, I'm gonna sound stupid if it doesn't make sense. But yeah, so I got her that, which to try to like help because I don't even remember that game, so I started playing it again to like remember to give her guidance. So now I'm playing Skyrim again.
Nice.
So yeah, that's irrelevant. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that I'm very happy to see. I'm very petty about this, and ecstatic to see that the Xbox. I hope they do close and they never fucking make another Xbox.
I wonder if it has anything to do with Bill Gates.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Those people don't get in trouble.
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
No, and it's the PlayStation.
Like, we need to pay for his legal fund now, so we're going to liquidate the Xbox 360.
Yeah, it is a funny timeline, but I think people say that consoles are going, they're just going to, it's like they're kind of winding down or whatever, but they're definitely making a PlayStation 6, so we'll see. I don't know. I'm always going to want a console. I'm kind of holding on to the like I still buy physical copies of games. I want the library in my house. I don't want to have
but just like it's kind of weird to have a CD player now. It's it's not unheard of, but that's
one thing that bothers me about that Honda is it doesn't have a CD player. Because I have I literally, I mean, I don't have as much free time as I used to, but I have like a stack of CDs that don't they're like not indie, like small. Like a CD from somebody I know, and I really like. I got your CD. Oh, yeah. Every once in a while, like when I was driving more, especially when I had that Jeep for work, I was listening to that shit every once in a while. I'd be like, let me throw in Devil's Radio or whatever.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's really good. I liked it. But I have like a few. It sucks because I guess I could burn them and maybe download them onto my phone, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I have like a handful of like CDs from like local bands that I would see, and then I bought, I'd see them live at like Mextally or something, and I'd buy their CD and listen to it every once in a while. So that's shitty because I don't get to listen to that stuff now if I want to.
Right.
And I actually have a couple mixtapes, like rapper mixtapes that aren't on streaming anywhere that I can't listen to now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But yeah, that is one thing I don't like about the Honda is it doesn't have a CD player. I guess they weren't jumping to throw in CD players in cars anymore.
Yeah, I guess not. Well, speaking of music, I did want to bring this up because it's like sometimes you maybe just shouldn't say anything. Like some people just like hurt themselves. I guess like my tattoo, silence, listen, learn, speak.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a Gabby's Dollhouse episode on that. Thinking before you speak.
Probably. But no, this Moby. Have you heard like any of this going on with Moby?
I don't know. I barely know who that is. I know it's some guy who's like kind of. Maybe I'm off on this. He's like kind of mysterious-ish. Or am I crazy?
I don't know how mysterious he is. He's just like an electronic music.
Okay, I always like felt like he reminded me of like Andy Warhol or something. Like not for any particular reason, just kind of like the lore around him. Is it? Maybe I'm just.
I don't really know a lot about him.
I know nothing about him,
but
clearly.
So, the background of this is that Moby he had a 2019 memoir. And in it, he said he dated the actress in 1999 when he was 33 and she was 18.
Okay. Portman
previously denied his claim.
Portman?
Natalie Portman.
Oh, okay.
Natalie Portman. You know who she is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Portman previously denied his claim, saying, I was surprised to hear that he characterized the very short time that I knew him as dating because my recollection is a much older man being creepy with me. And this all like passed, and you've probably never even heard this at all.
Not at all.
And I kind of have only just randomly seen headlines, but it like came up and like, he's kind of like, if this motherfucking McDonald's ad pops up one more time as I scroll this fucking.
What have you been doing? What have you been doing that they're advertising to you?
Yeah, I think it's just people.com.
You got to make money somehow.
Yeah, but he's like currently like still bringing it up like no we did it like it's like you could just leave it alone. It's like you're, like in today's climate it's like you're effect. Going out of your way to like be like no like we
interesting like, yeah
dated when I was 33 and you were barely legal. Like
that's so
you could
crazy.
Just stop
oh my god
talking.
That's crazy. I'm 32. I would never date an 18-year-old. Don't say it. I would never date an 18-year-old. It's just too. I can't date. I wanted to make a bit about this, and like. Yeah,
Lori, what's wrong with you?
I was 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was, she was all free and clear. We didn't even know each other till I was, you know what I mean? No, I know. I'm just saying it's like,
Right.
it would be weird if I was 18 when we met. But she's, not that anybody would ever care, including myself, of a woman being in that position. Right. But I thought this, I just think this is like funny. Like I don't, I would never date like a younger girl that hasn't like, that's never like been like, that hasn't like dated like other men. Not because I'm worried about corrupting them. I just need her to know that men ain't shit before she dates me. Because I want to be appreciated. You know what I mean?
Right. You're gonna keep her expectations low?
Well, no, I mean, I want her expectations to be low. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I want her to, like, have dealt with some shitheads. I want to be appreciated. I don't want her to think that all men are just as great as me. I'm kidding. I'm mostly fucking around. But I'm not like a Moby out here. Right. So I want to make sure.
Well, and then I see this other article that, like, apparently years ago, this was like back in 2001, that him and his friends would like play this game. What was it called?
That's never good.
No, knob touch.
Jesus Christ.
To where you like would dare each other to pull out your flaccid member and just like kind of walk and like kind of brush it against people. It's like. You're kind of not making yourself sound any much better of a person. I mean, the article, he actually, he's saying that he actually did it to Trump. This was back in like 2001.
Yeah. Now I don't even believe him. That just sounds, that sounds like a lie.
But like, regardless of who it is, like you're saying like that's what you did. Like that's like,
it's so funny.
Sexual assault, basically. It's like, you could just stop talking. I don't know if anybody still listens to your music, but they certainly don't need to hear you talk. Like, you could just not say anything.
It's so funny.
You know,
it's so funny when people like the Liam Neeson thing, where he just offered up that he was like walking around. I mean, I don't even want to like bring that up actually, but because I don't think that guy's like a piece of shit. It sounds good compared to this guy. Talking about knob touch. What was up with that? What was up with people just pulling their dick out? Like, who has the confidence?
Good question.
I mean, I'm a grower. I would never pull my dick out in any situation.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, women talk about getting dick pics all the time. I don't even understand the mentality of like, oh, I'm going to send this and it's going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
This is going to get a positive response. Like, I don't know. Like, even if you had all the confidence in the world in yours.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't imagine women seeing it and being like, "Oh yeah, I need that in my life." Like,
that's not a stereotype. It's the stereotype is obviously the other way around. Right. The only nudes that anybody wants to see are female nudes. It's never been. It's never been the other way around. I don't know. Yeah, it's always funny.
You're probably too young for the show Blossom.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
Mayim Bialik. Did you watch Big Bang Theory?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, not like faithfully, but
Sheldon's girlfand, Amy.
Okay.
Yeah, Amy in the show.
Yeah,
she's actually like a neuro.
Yeah, she's the only one that's
scientist.
like actually a nerd or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like actually like a neurophysicist or whatever, but she very early on was on a show called Blossom.
Okay.
The
only Blossom I know is one of the Powerpuff Girls.
Nice. This is when I remember this crazy shit from like a sitcom from like 30 some years ago or whatever. But I remember a funny line from that show. So she was the only girl, had two brothers and a dad in her house, and she had a best friend, 6 neighbor, and she would come over and she was like, "So you've like live in a house with all guys. Have you ever seen a naked guy?" And she's like, "Of course, I live with 3 guys." She's like, "What's it like?" She's like, "It's kind of like a partially decorated Christmas tree."
That's very funny.
For some reason, that line has always stuck with me. I was like, "That's about right."
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
And again, I don't know how I remember single lines from a sitcom from 30 years years ago, but
it's fun. We've been watching Frasier during dinner because it's quick episodes or whatever. Right. And
how many episodes would you say you watched like at a sitting?
One. Like for dinner, just one. That's what I mean. Like I wish.
Because if you were going to say 2 or 3, and I was like,
No.
That's an episode of The Sopranos
for
right there.
I wish that we took longer to eat dinner because
Right.
that would be the perfect
You're
thing.
eating like you're in the army where you're just like cramming it down in
I eat
5 minutes.
Well, you told me that I eat fast.
Right.
I do eat quick for some reason. Like I was in fucking jail or something. But no, I do I fucking house food very quickly. But yeah, like we watched like Frasier, and I think it's half and half. Half I remember the fucking scenes, and the other half I've watched so much Frasier that I can anticipate what he would say in that situation. Because some of the times I don't even remember. Like I remember probably every episode, but I don't even remember the scene. But I'll like literally, I say it before he says it. I like, you know what I mean. And there's some that I remember. There's this one where Frasier and Niles are sitting in the cafe, like getting coffee, and one of Roz's like dates walks in to meet her, and Niles he like says, he's like, "Oh wow," and he's like, "Huh, I wonder why I had that response to," because he was like really handsome. He's like, "Oh, I wonder why I had that response." And Frasier's like, "Well, it's because it might be because you're a gay man." And I just always remember that delivery is so funny to me. Just, well, it means, he's like, "Oh, I wonder what that means." He's like, "Well, I think it means you're a gay man." It's just like such a good delivery of that line. It's just very funny. But yeah, I remember the script to Frasier sometimes. It's very yeah, so I'm the same way. I remember like so much shit from specifically that show, but other shows as well.
Partially maybe because we were raised by television. A podcast that you were a guest on recently.
Yeah, I was. Thank you. Perfect segue. Yeah, that was so fun. Nice. Dude, I loved it.
Yeah, it was a good episode. I listened to the one he did with Brooks and then the one he did with you.
Yeah.
Both good episodes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed doing
Zach Jack's podcast, by the way.
Yeah, Professor Mothman for some reason, and Zach Jack Moreau. He has a podcast called Raised by Television where he basically dives into like the niche, not conspiracies, but like shit like that, cryptids, all kinds of stuff. Yours was like a killer nun that no one has ever heard of, right. But would also be a perfect horror movie.
Right.
Like literally, I don't know how they have it, but it's like, I mean, I don't even know how
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I don't know how he does the research to these things.
Right.
Like he'll research something that has like one book. Like the thing for mine, it was a little sneak peek. It was the hangman of the Nuremberg trials. And it's just it's a great story of this fucking guy who was the worst hangman in history, but somehow the most important. He literally says this guy was the most important person on the planet for like 48 hours. And no, I've never heard of this guy. I mean,
fucked his way through it.
It was unbelievable. I mean, if you you got to listen to this show. It's so good. I'm like, dude, if you were my teacher, I would have maybe passed school. Like just the amount, I don't know. It was just so fun. I really enjoyed doing that. It's crazy to have I wonder what a structured podcast sounds like. Listen to Raised by Television.
Or I want to give them a shout out because I've been slacking on listening to like everything recently. So I just recently caught up on those, and I was trying to catch up on the Lunsby Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew, our friend Tony Knuckles. I've fallen out. I was trying to like engage more, and I actually shot him a message. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I've just been like, just been MIA, like dealing with like puking and shitting and all that. So like, I just wanted to give a shout out because very generously he gives a shout out like every episode of their podcast.
Yeah, he's the best. Yeah, I gotta listen to. I don't know. I just haven't been listening to much.
But you were saying like what structured podcasts actually sound like. Yeah. That's one.
Yeah, that's.
He was appreciative of your comment. He didn't know to take offense at first or not. When
he loves to be offended at things I say.
But I guess in talking to him, you had mentioned that maybe it was Zach Jack's or somebody else's podcast was like the best podcast, and he was like, "Well, hey, what about us?" And I think you was like, "Well, you're beyond podcast. You're like it's like an actual like professional radio show."
Yeah, legitimately.
So I think he took that as more of a compliment.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't dragging.
He should, because I literally, I did, because it was at the Zone and I said something about that. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, I like, his is so, it's so like It's literally a professional radio show. It doesn't even, because podcasts are so sloppy. It doesn't even see, it's like a disservice calling his show a podcast. But I guess anything is technically a podcast.
True, I guess.
And there are a ton of good podcasts that are like structured and like real like productions as well.
Right.
I just don't end up listening to it. Not that I listen to a lot of podcasts anymore anyway,
Right.
but
Yeah, I mean, everything with like Carlos and Jesse's doing it, there's like, fuck, we gotta like step up our game. Like,
I know, right? Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that studio up there looks fucking sweet.
nice. Do you want to talk about the shows that weekend?
Yeah, hell yeah.
It was the Valentine's weekend, right? So
Yeah.
the 13th. Did you have any before the 13th that you
No, I
wanted
don't
to
think so.
talk about? So I guess we can start there with the 13th at the Abbey Bar.
Yeah, which
Up in Harrisburg.
when I plugged it and thought I was wrong, it is Appalachian Brewing Company.
Okay.
It's the Abbey Bar at Appalachian Brewing Company. Yeah, they have a couple locations.
Okay.
So I knew it was stuck in my head. But then when I said it, I was like, wait, am I plugging the wrong venue? But no, it is.
It was interesting because I had never been there and used GPS, and I parked in this lot, and it was like this empty warehouse.
Yeah.
And just kept walking around the building, and then there was an entrance that you couldn't go in. You had to keep going around. I was like, is this the right place? And then you had to go upstairs to like second and third floor. But it was actually like once you got up there, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's like a nice
they
little
had
venue.
like a decent sized stage and stuff with like a green room that was like curtained off for everybody. Yeah.
So this was Ariel Elias was the headliner.
And Canola Aurora.
Cool. I'm glad you said it because I couldn't. I didn't want to butcher it. So, and I didn't realize until like a day or two before the show that she was the comic who went viral a few years ago when she did a joke, and then I think it was a Trump joke or something like that, and this couple started heckling, and they were going back and forth.
Yeah, I think they're getting kicked out at the time.
Yeah, and as they were getting kicked out, the dude chucks a beer at her, and she
Yeah.
just picks it up and chugs it. And that went viral like a few years ago, and I didn't realize, I didn't put two and two together until somebody said it to me. I was like, oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was super chill and friendly. Kunal was super chill and friendly.
Yeah, they're both. They're like it's cool, and it's like they're like professional comedians. You know,
He was
what I
like,
mean?
how long you been doing this? I was like, almost 4 years. And I was like, how about you? He was like 17. I was like, oh.
like oh shit.
Oh, you're a real comic.
Yeah, I saw him open up for Akash saying at Magoobies like years ago. I think it was after the pandemic. But
Did you talk to him about that at all? Like,
yeah, I mentioned it.
nice.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. I wasn't trying. I was trying with people like that. Like I try to like gauge like, all right, how much do they want to talk to the fucking host of this show in Harrisburg? You know what I mean? I try not to be too,
Right. Yeah, I wasn't trying
Give
to
them space and
but
whatnot.
they were pretty friendly with
Oh
me.
yeah, they're both so nice.
So yeah.
They killed. I wasn't really happy with my set. Really, I did okay, but it was a pretty cold room to start, which I don't know. I usually do well with, and I did fine. I mean, it's not like I bombed or anything like that, but it was like there was some stuff that I wish I could have did better. It just didn't feel like that tight
Same.
for whatever reason. But
Same about mine.
yeah,
Like,
same. No, yeah, you were terrible.
No. Yours I thought was fine. I thought they were pretty responsive to you. Like
Yeah, it was fine, but I'm getting to it's shitty. I'm getting to the point where it's like if it's not perfect, it's like I'm fucking hate myself.
Right.
So that's a fun place to be.
I was a little not upset, but like wasn't fully happy with mine. I feel like I was feeling a little nervous, and I feel like they could sense it. Or anyone can know, because like backstage, like because I don't necessarily know that I was like pacing back and forth, but I don't know, maybe they could just sense that I was like maybe a little uptight, because they were like have fun, like they were trying to like, and I was like maybe they sense.
Probably if they said that,
I was probably like a little uptight. I didn't necessarily like feel it, but maybe it was there.
Yeah.
I wasn't like in my brain. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to go. You know what I mean?
It's
wasn't
always strange the way
conscious.
shit like manifests or whatever. Just,
It wasn't a conscious nervousness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I was just like, maybe just in my head too much. But I wasn't like stressing it. But yeah, I felt all right, but then like got like a little bit of pushback here and there. But I felt like I got a decent response.
Yeah, you had a good
I think I needed to like keep it moving a little faster. I think I was getting thrown off. I didn't really nail down a solidified like set. Like this is what I'm gonna do. I always do better when I do that, and when I kind of try to write down options, then like in real time, I'm like second guessing. Should I do this? Should I do that one? Should I do that one? And meanwhile, people are like, "Is this motherfucker going to tell a joke now?" Or like, so
yeah.
But overall, I think I did fine. But I don't want to just do fine. I want to do like really good. But so it was an adequate performance. But it was kind of one of those things where like you open for like two like professional like. More than a decade have been doing this kind of thing, and you want to kill them. Maybe that was part of it too. Like instead of just being loose and having fun, I was like, I need to do well. You know, I mean, there might have been some of that, but overall, it was a cool show.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. I wish I could have. Well, I ended up talking to the guy who runs the show a little bit, and he was like showing me the other room. We were just talking like shop or whatever, so I didn't get to hang with them as much. Plus, they were going back to New York, so they had to drive like 4 hours back. Well. Whatever, probably close to 4 hours back that night. So yeah, so they didn't hang out too late or whatever. Right. But yeah, which is crazy. That sucks.
Oh, I bought one of her koozies. I meant to have it on here to shout it out, but
no, it'll be around. It'll be on another episode. Yeah, it was definitely a fun show. I wish I could have done a little better, but I mean, I was also going up cold, so it's part of it, I suppose. Right. But I usually do better, hosting or whatever. But. But yeah, it was a fun show. Yeah, and then you had a show on Valentine's Day too, huh?
I did.
That's right. Earl called you the day of.
He texted me the morning of the Friday show, the 13th. Yeah, so on the morning of Friday, he was like, "Yo, you're working on Valentine's Day." He's like, "I know it's Valentine's Day. You can bring the wife. They make you a plate and they like do all this stuff." And I was like, "Talk to the wife," and it. Yeah, I did it. I agreed. And I was like, she's not going to come. It was at what the hell? The Viking Club, yeah. Viking Club in New York.
I'm very familiar.
And Bobby Tambora was on it, and Bar Marie, his friend from New York, she came down for it. They had actually just done a show in Gettysburg.
Oh, okay.
And left the show in Gettysburg and came to the Viking Club.
Well, that's crazy. Oh, early show. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
So they did 2 shows on Valentine's Day. So I got there early and first, and I was like, walked in. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
You buzzed in, I'm assuming. You have to ring a bell, or they have open?
No, it was open. It was open. Well, there's maybe the back area. There was like maybe like the club bar area. This looked like
an event space?
An event space. There was a little stage, almost like a hotel banquet room, but much smaller. Yeah. Much smaller. And they had like a not a real bar, but like a table with the bar set up, and it was like a seated dinner kind of thing. So they paid, I don't know, something like $75 for a ticket, but but
they got food.
It was like steak, I think like a lobster tail, crab cake, all kinds of other shit. It was a lot of old white people.
Yes.
It was an Earl show. Apparently he's done this one before, and he was like real friendly with the owner. I felt like I had met the owner somewhere before.
Yeah. It wouldn't even have been an owner. It would have been like probably the president or some shit.
Yeah, he was somebody like on the board or whatever. Because I went in, I was like, I don't want to just like kind of like sit in the room where everyone's like eating dinner. And I was like, is there like a room where they stick people?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, upstairs. It's like the boardroom. And so I'd go up there and it's just me. I had like one of those huge tables. They had diners, drive-ins, and dives like blaring on the TV, like so loud. So I found the remote and turned it down and just sat at the table and kind of came up with my set and everything. And they kept checking on me, and they were super nice. I went down, grabbed the drink at the bar. I was scared it was going to be cash only. And
some of them are.
I asked the dude in front of me, he's like, is it cash only? I was like, shit, I don't have any, like, is there an ATM? And then she was like, no, we can do a card. Because they had it was like adjoined to the kitchen, or like the
waitress.
Yeah, where the waitress stand or whatever. So yeah, they were able to take cards. I took my drink upstairs and just chilled waiting for them to show up, and they came, and they had the dude bring me up, and he actually did fine bringing me up. It wasn't like that one country club show where it just died a death. So he brought me up fine, and it was interesting. I had him for a little bit, and as my set kind of gets darker a little bit, I can just sense him losing them, and I could bring some back, and it was fun. I did fine. I was happy with how I did because I just like, unlike the night before, I just like kept it going. I was able to like mention what was going on and then keep moving. I did get like a minor heckle, and it was one of those moments where like I wish I was quicker in the moment. Because you think of all kinds of things to say after. So towards the end, I'm just like leaning in because like when I start feeling like the pullback, I'm like, well, it's not going to get any better. I'm going to go harder and this like one guy in the middle, he was kind of younger, bearded dude, looked not like hipstery, but he was like dying laughing.
So this is my guy.
He was. So I was like, at least that made me feel like I was doing something right. He was just like fucking dying. I was like, I love how much this guy is loving it. And this molester looking dude in the back was like, at least you got one. And then of course everyone laughed at me, and then some other guy was like, get him up there. And I was like, I said something dumb, was like, well, yeah, I'm sure he has like a full 15 minutes of good material too. What I should have said was like, I don't know, with that mustache, I don't think he's allowed within 500 feet of a Chuck E. Cheese. Like, but like you start thinking of all kinds of that thing, like things like that, like the day after. There's a whole Seinfeld episode about that, where you never come up with a good comeback in the moment.
That's a I wonder if that was like, it's just like a classic Seinfeld-esque like angle or whatever. That's he probably was like one of the first people. I mean, it's so in the zeitgeist now. Just like shower conversations, shit that you think of in the shower, like, fuck, I should have said that. But
but overall, it was good. Like, even after I had lost them, I got them to laugh at stuff after that. So it wasn't like a complete like alienation. It was just they were just unsure. Of what was good or not good to laugh at and that kind of thing. But I just love that the one guy was like dying laughing because like overall as we're talking about finding like our voice and that kind of thing, like those are the kind of like I want to, you can't please everybody. And Earl gives a lot of advice like before or after the show or whatever, and like about like kind of how to be more universally liked, which I agree. I should probably try to be more likable or whatever, but also I want to work to find like my people. I want to do my stuff, and I want to find the people that find that funny. I know I'm years away from that, having like an actual audience, but like that is the end goal eventually. You know what I mean? And somebody dying, like in the middle, like. It's like, well, I'm doing something here. I'm not like dying. I'm not sucking. Most of these people don't like me right now, but that guy's fucking loving it. So you know what I mean? If it was just like a complete bomb and everyone's like hating me, get off the stage, or like, that would be one thing. That's, I'd be questioning all my life choices right now. But the fact that I was getting them, even after they pulled back, I got them to laugh at some other stuff. And had this one guy like dying. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, keep going. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The tricky thing with rooms like that is like they know each other. The whole room, they literally know each other by name.
And they're not there for me. They're there for Earl.
They're there for the Earl, but they're also there. Then like when he's like, oh yeah, get him up there. It's like they bullshit. That's what they do. They are like hang out. They bullshit. So that guy probably is funny.
And if I was a better comic, I could have played with that in the moment. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things I want to work on. It's like, I want to get heckled more so I can get more experience to deal with it.
I know, right? It's like it's a double-edged sword or whatever.
It's like you don't want to be heckled, but also I need more experience with the heckling. So,
So, so it helped.
Yeah,
like that show we did like a while back it was like that bar in Pottstown or whatever. It's like they knew each other. That was just a bar, but that's where they hang out.
Right.
So they like some of them probably had to pay to go to their regular spot
Right.
on the weekend. So
It was also a little weird. Like it was just too bright. I was like, at first they put like this bright ass light on me. I was like, nobody needs to see me in that high definition. Can we bring that? I was like, can we bring the other lights down? They kind of sort of did, but it was still like, it was really just bright.
yeah.
And so it was fine. It was fun. And then we did so dude brought me up, and usually on the Earl shows, like you just tag team, you bring the next person up and they bring the next person. So I brought up Barb, and it's such like a tight little staircase getting up. I tripped going down. She tripped going up on stage. So we just like fell over each other. And then I just walked through the crowd and was like, I'm going to go hide, which made some people laugh. And yeah, it was fine. It was fun.
The host tip: stay at the mic until they come. Meet the next person at the microphone.
Yeah. I think I was just trying to get off quickly.
For sure. Yeah.
So we kind of sort of passed on the stairs. Like she was like at the top of the stairs, and but it was
Yeah, that's something I would do. That I would do, and I've corrected it since. But like I would be like, bring up the next person and then leave. And then there's awkward because there's no one on stage in between. So you want to like wait, maybe like clap and wait for them to come and then greet them at the microphone. Then like basically hand it off to them.
right.
But it's fun. Yeah, it's funny when like I've done it so many times where I just like leave and then there's nobody. And then like if they take extra long to get to the microphone, it's just like nothing going on.
Right.
And then if they take too long, you can be like, all right, keep it going. Like you get them to keep clapping or whatever. Because otherwise it's just dead silent as they walk up to the microphone and they can't greet the audience because they're not at the microphone yet. It's always funny. Tripping up the stairs together. It's hilarious.
Right.
I think I've done it at the Comedy Zone. Fucking walking off the stage. I'm like, oh no, he's still walking to the stage.
Yeah, it was overall it was fun. They did hook it up with a plate of food.
Nice.
That I took home, and yeah, it was fun. I doubt they would want me to come back there next year, but I don't know. It was fun. And actually, we went upstairs afterwards. While Bobby's on, because he did like a half an hour or so. So like me and Barb were sitting upstairs, and Earl had finally come, and then that guy and then two other guys came, and they were very complimentary too.
Yeah.
And it didn't sound like just being polite kind of complimentary. So it was like, all right, everyone didn't hate me. Like it was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
Coping mechanisms.
It was a lovely way to spend Valentine's Day.
Yeah, my Valentine. My Valentine's Day show was pretty sick.
Nice.
I went to Lebanon to show that Carlos came on the plug. The 1075 and Friends show. That was sick in Lebanon. I'm still not sure what that place sells. They had like shoes and stuff, so it might be like a shoe store, like apparel spot. But they had it all set up, sideways room, which I like. A lot of people don't like having to look in multiple directions. I like the fucking side stage, like.
Okay, so the room is not super deep, but super wide.
Yeah, like a shallow.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's a long room, so instead the stage was on the side, and you kind of had to play both sides of the room or whatever.
Yeah, I'd kind of rather that than like a super deep.
Well, it's
room.
Better that way.
Yeah,
100%. It's better that way, unless like the room's small enough. But like, yeah, if like it is better to have side stage for sure.
Yeah. Though I don't know, Church Satire is pretty narrow that way, but it's such a small room that it doesn't feel
it's small enough.
It doesn't feel cavernous. It doesn't feel deep. Even the back feels close.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. But when it's like a little longer, it gets like But no, yeah, the setup was sick. It was like a whole thing. It was like poetry, music, and like there was a guy playing music to start, and then they did poetry. They did like four poets, and then they did like a comedy showcase. Yeah, everybody had fun. It was like a really sick show. They brought me up when we were in the back, like talking about like it was a bunch of comics. So we all did like, what was it? It was like 7 minutes ish. So we all did like seven minutes or so. And it was just funny. Jesse was like, "This is Shawn's first black show." I'm like, "It's not true. I did one before." But I was like, "This isn't the black. This is a Puerto Rican show. What are you talking about?" It's different. But no, it was just funny. It was the energy in the room was fucking real fun. I was kind of just me and Mike Boyer were on. There was a bunch of people. I can't remember all the names, so I'm not going to try. But me and Mike Boyer were there. So I forget what Carlos said something, and I was like, "Oh, good. I'm not the whitest person in the room. That's amazing." But yeah, it was just like a really fun, like responsive crowd. It was sick.
Oh yeah.
It was a really fun time. Food was fucking phenomenal.
Nice.
They had like kind of like soul food. They had like I don't want to say catered, but they were. I guess it was technically catered because it's not a restaurant. So I guess technically that means it was catered. But yeah, I got like a box to go, and I was like, we drove home and then just ate it at home. I'm like, damn, I wish I would have got a second box because I got like fried chicken, collard greens. I got like a little bit of everything. So like mac and cheese. I mean, it was fucking fantastic. Nice. I was like, damn, I wish I would have got like a second box because I would have fucking housed that. Yeah, it was a really sick show. Yeah, during my set, one of the poets, I guess, had too much to drink and had to leave during my set. Oh, shit. I didn't quite notice. She was like, I saw her get up and like go towards the back where like the bathrooms were. I was like, oh, that was interesting. And then apparently they kind of asked her. Well, I don't know if they asked her to leave or if she just had to because she was too drunk. You know what I mean? But
those poets, man, can't
handle their liquor. Can't handle their twisted teas.
As I sip my White Claw.
By the way, shout out to the We Might Be Drunk podcast that doesn't need our plug, but they fucking had Malort.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was like, dude, no, we're already half ripping them off. Like, come on now. I feel like, I'm trying to think, I feel like we started this podcast a little bit after them. I think they started around the pandemic, so we were like a little bit after them, and it's two comics talking shop and riffing. It's like they were basically ripping off their
guests like here.
Yeah. And they even said on the podcast like, hey, we should use this as like a punishment shot. I'm like, that's our thing.
Right.
Like, stop it. Even though it backfires anyway. But I just thought that was hilarious. I'm like, dude, come on. That's the one thing we had to set us apart.
I know. That I was like, I've had a couple instances of that recently where I'm here, like, oh no, don't do that. I'm trying to do a joke like about that. Like, that just happened with Flagrant yesterday or the day before.
Oh yeah,
there was one. I'll tell you about it after. And I was like, no, are they gonna go there? And then they didn't. I was like, okay. Yeah, cool.
There's some jokes that I need to get like clips of so that if anybody has it, I'm like, fuck it, I'll post the clip. It's burnt now. I can't fucking do that because nobody's gonna believe I came up with it first.
Exactly.
So there's like, there's I have a handful of jokes I want to get good clips of. Mm-hmm. Just because it's like an obvious angle. I've never seen it, so it's not too obvious, but it's obvious enough. It's like if somebody could have thought of it, and it's like I need to get that out there. Just because why not? Mm-hmm. I mean, I might as well claim the fucking material,
right?
You know,
right.
But yeah, that show was sick. The Valentine's Day show was really sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like a super fun time. I wish it was like getting late, and I think I had stuff to do on Sunday, so I'm like, we needed to get out. So I wish I could have hung out more. Mm-hmm. Next time I do a show, Carlos, I'll hang out later.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was a really fun show. He's doing really cool shit out there, nice. So I'm excited to see what they do out in Lebanon, Reading area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I did have a show. What's it called? At the POV show.
Oh, right.
This guy, a guy who opens for Matt Rife, Alex Curo. He was the headliner, and then I hosted the show, and then Ziegler featured, and Jennifer Dawn did like a guest spot on it. Nice. And he was talking about, I don't think he wouldn't mind. He was a really fucking cool dude. In fact, I was like because I kept putting off fasting. I've been trying to like get a little bit of shit together. So I hadn't been. It's funny. I hadn't been drinking, and then like I was planning on fasting. So my last meal was a Wednesday show. So my last meal was that I was going to be my last meal for like 3 days. So I ate dinner and then went to the show or whatever. And they were like after the show, they were like, yeah, we're gonna go to like this bar or whatever. Do you want to come? I'm like, fucking all right. Because I was like gonna start fasting, and I was like, but I'm like, this guy's really cool, so I'm gonna hang out. I'll fucking go hang out. So we ended up, I fucking didn't even get home until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
So I did the opposite of starting my fast. So I ended up starting like I don't even know, like 12 hours later. Because Lori started, and then I ended up starting 12 hours later, so I had to wait until a Sunday morning to eat. But
Did you do your usual comeback omelet?
Yeah, yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and then I fucking ate all day on Sunday. That's the cool thing, because I was just like, I ate the omelet, and then like an hour later I ate some cheese. Hour later I ate some more. I was just I literally ate all day on Sunday. It was phenomenal. I loved it. But yeah, it's a dude. That Alex dude. He was opening for Matt Rife, like all over. I think he was just in Europe with him.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just funny, and he was like, now he's like doing his own tour.
Okay.
But it was just fun. He's like, it's pretty sick opening for, because he was like friends with him. I don't think, this wouldn't be anything that I wouldn't be able to talk about, but he's like friends with Matt. So he was opening for him before he popped.
Okay. Right.
And like one day he just came and he was like, he was saying he was like thinking about like going on his own or whatever. I mean, at some point you gotta, do your own thing. And he was like, yeah, he was like kind of thinking about like doing his own thing or whatever. And then one day like Matt walks in, he's like, hey man, I had a clip go like 30 or like 50 million. He's like, oh shit, that's crazy. He's like, yeah. And then I had another one go like 30. He's like, oh shit, like, okay. Like that's awesome, man. What do you mean? Like, what's up? And he's like, dude, all of our dates are sold out.
Oh shit.
He just like, it was like, that's how fast it fucking happened. Like he's like, yeah, all of our shows are sold out. We added shows to every date. We added a show to every date.
Damn.
It's all sold out. Like it's just like overnight, fucking everything just happened it's really cool. It's just like a cool story. You know what I mean? You just had something go viral, and just next thing you know, they're like struggling on the road, like fucking not, just selling some tickets, kind of like, just doing the thing. And then overnight, fucking everything's sold out.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's just like a really cool story. It's also sick that he's like, that he was good enough to fucking capitalize on it.
Right.
That's why it makes me laugh. People talk shit on Matt Rife. It's like he's still selling tickets for a reason. He's not over. Like he popped and maintained all of it.
Right.
Like if he was just some TikToker that had a fucking thing go viral and doesn't really have any substance, you know what I mean? That shit
Like
would be over.
Hawk that was a big that chick. That was a big thing. It was like,
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
she's gonna start doing this and she's gonna start doing that. It's like, well, it'll either survive or it won't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She had the moment go viral.
Now I guess she's doing like suggestive photos or whatever.
Well, she got caught up in some kind of crypto scam too, or some shit. I don't.
Yeah, that's with the.
But that was part of the conversation. Then was like, yeah, she had that moment of popularity, and like you can use that to try to springboard into something, but
yeah,
you got to have substance to back it up, or it's not going to last anyway. So it's like it'll either survive or it won't.
Yeah, I still kind of believe in that chick. Because I think she's funny. I don't know if she's going to do stand-up comedy or anything like that. But like listening to her I listened to her like on a couple podcasts. I'm like,
I remember her on Whitney Cummings' podcast. She's
clearly funny.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, she probably could do comedy, but it's
if not stand-up, maybe just like a podcast. Like maybe she does one. Who knows?
I think she was. I don't know if I haven't followed her at all. But apparently she also might be doing an OnlyFans, so maybe it's over. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't wish her any ill will. People are such haters.
Right.
But like I still think she has like the opportunity to, I don't know, come back from that. I don't know. But the crypto thing is, I feel like it's so, people were talking about how like she ripped off her fans or whatever. And I'm like, I don't think she doesn't seem like somebody who's very tech savvy. Like she doesn't seem like she concocted
I didn't picture her being a mastermind of something like that. Like maybe she got caught up with people who did something like using her.
I think people fucked her. Like I think people, that's not what I meant, but I think people like were like, hey, we got this opportunity with this coin, this Hawk coin, and then like they fucked everybody, and she kind of just got caught up in it. Because it doesn't seem like, I don't know, it's just like listening to her for an hour and a half didn't give me like the vibes of somebody who's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
criminal mastermind.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even a mastermind thing. It's just a criminal. Like, it didn't even say, you know what I mean? Like, neither criminal or mastermind, like, to be interested in like screwing over a bunch of people for no apparent reason. So I don't know, but plus I don't even know the details of like if she made money off of that.
Yeah,
or,
I don't know either.
I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, have you done? Have you done any shows since then?
No. Yeah, the last thing I did was 13th, 14th. The only thing I have coming up is I'm actually going to go up to New York. I had, to be honest, I had a little FOMO. I was seeing everyone post the Harco Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Like everyone we knew was on it, doing shows here, there, everywhere. Like, and I was like, man, I should have just signed up just to get a couple more shows or something, at least one. And then, just randomly on my feed, this like Laughing Buddha Comedy Festival from New York. And I was like, that sounds super familiar.
Yeah.
You told me there was the guy who was doing the mic at the Grizzly Pear, right?
Yeah. That dude was, I forget his name, unfortunately, but that dude was really nice, really cool dude.
Yeah.
Because he hosted the first half of that open mic we went to.
Right.
Yeah.
And, but I didn't even put two and two together that it was New York and it was Laughing Buddha. I was like, that sounds really familiar. But
yeah, I think that guy, I don't know if it's just him, but I think that guy runs like a bunch of rooms and does a bunch of like shows and stuff. I think he produces shows. It's not just open mics.
And, so yeah, I was like, it's kind of a big leap. It's kind of like a lot to do just to go up to New York for 4 minutes. But
yeah. Is that what it is? 4 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, and you will be disqualified if you run the light. So best time you're set for 3.5, just to be safe. So yeah, I signed up, and this is no like brag or anything. I wasn't like accepted. It's like you're guaranteed a spot. Like it was $35, and you had to send a clip, a 5-minute video or whatever. So I sent the video, paid the money, and they're like, "Here's your spot." So this is no like
that's cool. Yeah.
There's no like
shady
bragging
shit or whatever.
I'm saying there's no bragging on my part. Like I'm in a comedy festival in New York.
You didn't get
like,
accepted. They just accepted you.
Yeah, they accepted my $35 and was like, "Here's the spot that you paid for."
That's cool though, because it's like shitty to be like, "Hey, pay for the opportunity." It's like, come on, man.
Right. It did say submissions are guaranteed a spot as long as you submitted the video and the
cool.
Money. So
that's funny though. What if it was like, what if you were terrible?
Well,
that's funny that they're like guaranteed a spot.
They did ask with the submission how long you've been doing it. It was like like 1 to 3 years, 4 to 7. You know what I mean? So so they did ask that. So hopefully they kind of put you don't just get crushed by like all the people who've been doing it 20 years. You know what I mean? Like so hopefully they kind of put you. But I was expecting it. It said it's running from like March something to April something. So I was like, that's like long. I was like, I'm probably just going to get stuck on like a random Thursday at 2 p.m. And they sent me a thing and it's like 7 o'clock on Saturday, March 14th. So it's a Saturday night at 7 o'clock.
Nice.
And I Googled it. It's someplace called the Buddha Room, which there's nothing like you can't Google the Buddha Room and nothing comes up. So I think it's kind of like Laughing Stock where it's like, this is the room where we're putting the banner up. This is where the Buddha is tonight.
The Buddha Room is within all of us.
Exactly. Yeah, so I Googled it and or maps and it pops up. It's literally like next to Madison Square Garden.
Hell yeah.
It's like Madison Square Garden and then this building like is attached to it. I don't know if you saw my post. I was just like, does this count? Can I say that I played at Madison Square? Not in. But can I say I played at Madison Square Garden?
Played at Madison Square. I did my jokes at that stadium.
I think Brandon actually commented. He's like in the direction of
there you go.
Madison Square Garden. But I was like, okay. I mean, if for nothing else, the experience just to go up. But I also I want to catch another show at the Cellar.
Nice
if I can. It'll be interesting just going solo. Navigating the city and all that. I want to try to hit another mic or two just to like make it worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I can weasel a spot out of anybody anywhere up there, but at the very least to just hit a mic and just just the experience. I'll be up there that weekend.
Did I ever put that open mic list in the drive?
I'll have to look.
Okay, I can't remember if I successfully did it. I know I opened it and tried to, but I don't know if it worked.
We'll look after the after the
sure.
pod. Oh shit! I didn't realize how long we've gone. Yeah, I don't have anything else. Yeah, I'll if you want to come to New York,
I was gonna say
on March 14th, I'll be next to Madison Square Garden at 7 p.m. And you can see me do 4 minutes. It's a festival, but it's there's like a cash prize. There's rounds. There's like qualifying rounds. So I have no delusions that I'm going to get to a second round.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've been racking my brain. It's really hard to just narrow down like, okay, what to 4 minutes. Like,
yeah, it's tough.
It's one thing for a mic. I'm working on some things. I'm going to work on this tonight. I'm going to work on this. But to craft a 4 minute set is tough.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to leave that one out. I definitely want to do this one.
Yeah.
And I want to do this one, but I don't know if I can do both of them. So I was like, okay, be realistic. You're not going to like win this thing.
Yeah.
So what can you get out of it? And they did say that you can, again, for purchase, get a video of your set. So it's like, why don't I do the ones that I want, like just like you were saying, the clips of?
Yeah,
why don't I do some topical stuff? I'll get some chuckles and fucking maybe get some clips out of it, and then it'll make it worth it. You know what I mean? Like rather than go up and try to craft the perfect set, it's like, why don't I do the ones that like, the Kanye joke, get that on tape. And so I have one shitty reel on Instagram, I think, that if I haven't taken it down yet, but I want to take it down because it's not good. But then I would have a few things to post.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the goal.
Nice.
What you got going on?
The only thing tomorrow night, I'm going to be at Parks Casino.
This is the 6th
Yes.
of March?
Yep. Friday the 6th of March. Damn, March is already. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm going to be at Parks Casino.
Oh, yeah.
I think with Karen K. I actually don't know who else is on the show. They never sent me a flyer, so I didn't post anything. But yeah, if you're in, I guess that Shippensburg area.
Yeah, I think
it's out
so.
west of York. So yeah, I'm going to be there. And then the following weekend, I'm going to be I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure what place I'm doing, but in Mount Union, Pennsylvania, I'm going to be with Shawn Banks.
Already.
Yeah, I'm psyched about that. So that'll be sick. Yeah, and then eventually on the 22nd, I'm going to be at Tellus 360 on a Sunday. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we'll have a podcast before then, so I'll just talk about that again. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got nothing else. Yeah, again, sorry, I was sick and we missed a week.
Yeah.
I know you guys were dying without
we apologize.
us. But yeah, we're back.
Sorry for your Thursday. We ruined your Thursday.
Speaking of, we'll see you next Thursday.
Take it easy.